Ladies and gentlemen, you are charged with these indictments. Edward Armstrong, that you did cause the death of Louisa Mary Cleese. William Henry Blore, that you brought about the death of James Stephen Lendor. Emily Caroline Brent, that you were responsible for the death of Beatrice Taylor. Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, that you killed Peter Ogilvy Hamilton. Philip Lombard, that you were guilty of the deaths of 21 men, members of an East African tribe. John Gordon Mackenzie, that you sent your wife's lover, Arthur Richmond, to his death. Anthony James Marston, that you were guilty of the murder of John and Lucy Combs. Thomas Rogers and Ethel Rogers, that you brought about the death of Jennifer Brady. Lawrence John Wargrave, that you were guilty of the murder of Edward Seaton. Have you anything to say in your defense?
So 10 people get invited to this island for a dinner party by a Mr. Owen or a Mrs. Owen, but then they're all accused of murder.
For one, we've done a lot of comedy here up until this point, and this one is not a comedy. Trying to keep the feeling of the intensity and the fear present because of the whole situation that all the characters in is very challenging.
I play Vera Claythorne. She's so lovely, just there to clean the house and welcome everyone. I think my favorite part is that she interacts with everyone, and she's so fun.
I play Dr. Armstrong, who is a doctor with a very nervous disposition. My favorite part of playing him is getting to get into his character. I find it very fitting to be nervous saying all of his lines, and he's sort of like a coward.
Play Justice Wargrave, and he's a very focused person trying to find out who the murderer is. My favorite part is the beginning of scene 3, where it's really tense with everybody remaining.
I play Mr. Rogers, and he's a very uptight, very polite butler. My favorite part is being very fun with Mrs. Rogers.
I play General Mackenzie. He's a very interesting fellow. Upright, like General. I don't know if you can tell, but he's really old.
I play Blore, and it's been interesting playing its character because this is a different show than what I've done in the past, so it's definitely using a lot of my acting skills that I haven't used before. My favorite part is that my character likes to eat and drink, so I get to eat and drink on stage.
I play Mrs. Rogers, and Mrs. Rogers is servants. She cooks, but is very annoyed that the maids aren't there, so she takes on that job as well. My most favorite part about playing Mrs. Rogers is that I get to be very dramatic because she complains a lot, and I relate to that on a deep level.
Oh, I play Emily Brent, and she's like this old, crazy Christian woman. I'd have to say my favorite part is that I don't have to smile on stage.